to read the word, and then who provides the teleportation spell to act as the unlock?
Probably gonna be me as well. Yeah, I will do that one.
Good thing we have Professor, says Sephiroth.
Yes, yes. You wouldn't know it by how much thanking that goes on, though.
That was me thanking you right there.
You can tell by how much thanking is requested, though. It's a very close proxy.
Yes, well.
Anyway, we're extraordinarily, even excessively grateful by this measure.
Yes, indeed. Well, shall we be on with it?
Manny just looks down the pit.
Doesn't look like much has changed down there. A few less candles, maybe.
Ooh, we'll have to make a complaint then to our pal.
He doesn't respond to that and begins to climb down.
Nah. I will, I guess, let the hand crawl down and I'll just jump down.
Okay.
Whee!
Oh, you have a ring of Featherfall? Is that why it's
Yeah.
You're just not afraid of heights?
Yeah.
the fucking Mary Poppins professor kind of jumping down. I don't think the tokens are up to date on these. You might have to update your damages again. Tech's got -3 wisdom and -5 int. Wow.
He's a dumb bug.
Yeah.
He's real dumb.
Okay, at the bottom of the well, there are a lot of wax and candles, and the dead imp kind of underneath the wax. Professor jumps down. You kind of bump into Manny. He growls a little bit.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch yourself there, Mandris.
Crawl Claw goes skipping down over Mandris.
I will cast Invisible Familiar on Icky Maester once we're at the bottom.
Okay, well, how long does that last?
Hours per level.
Nice.
What the?
Invisible Familiar is awesome.
Damn it. I was looking for Bar Witch in there. Although
It's basically invisible on command.
yeah, Pixel's like someone with just native invisibility and a 7 stealth.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, a 12 stealth.
Who goes down next?
Um,
Professor reaches the bottom first. Manny is still climbing down the ladder. He gets down.
Pixel followed by Tech.
Pixel staying up to...
Pharisee followed by Tech.
Got it.
I was looking at Pharisee and I said Pixel.
Spreads her wings and flutters down.
Yeah.
And Tech just simply follows as fast as he can, kind of scampering down the ladder, and then he stops and he's just sort of looking at Pharisee. He's in puppy dog mode today at -5 int.
Yes, he is.
Good job, Tech. You're so smart.
He lets out this happy squeak.
And so helpful. I'm ostentatiously thanking Tech next to the professor.
The professor doesn't even notice. He's too busy looking through his spells.
This is why I love them. That's such a
Ludo,
great
are you going down the...
You know those moves when you like just 1 foot off the edge of the pool and then step in? Since I have my Featherfall stuff on, I'm just gonna do one of those.
Your cloak grabs the air, and Ludo basically makes an entrance.
He's gonna land masterfully and hold his arms up.
I'll throw a mage armor on myself.
Okay. No one's paying attention. Tech is chirping at Pharisee. You don't know where the crawling claw went. It's weird.
Manny glanced at you. It's like, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
It's a cool cape.
He nods at that. He just has his really large sling staff out, and he moves forward. I am coming down, make way, says Zephyros as he...
Lose me.
It's a 1,000-pound elephant man is making his way down the ladder. He's able to make it to the bottom. Who is controlling Zephyros in combat while Neil is out today?
I can do that.
Okay. Is he casting any preparation spells?
Maybe mage armor? I'm sure he's probably got that.
That one.
Let me take a quick look.
Can I spell recall invisible familiar?
Where can you copy one from one of the other sheets? He's hidden somewhere in the darkness.
Who?
Mr. DM guy?
Oh, your unseen.
Oh yeah, not invisible familiar, sorry. Unseen servant.
Okay.
Yep, he'll cast Mage Armor.
I was gonna say, yeah, you can recall invisible familiar and just put it back, but you meant
Yes.
servant.
Yes.
And now you're casting it?
Yes.
Okay. There's an unseen servant.
Following you around. Do you feel much better that you have your magical servant with you?
That's
Oh, be
gonna
careful,
prevent some
everyone.
spells.
Don't get eaten by the Huts.
Yes.
Good advice. Thank you.
Okay.
Don't let Malbut.
Close us in.
No, Malbus is playing with the water.
That's good.
Keep him occupied.
Okay.
Thank you, Mockernum. This is Sephiroth.
Okay, it's all good up here, yeah.
Alright.
Are we all ready?
Shall we?
The door with the knocker on the handle and the Hadean runes.
Looks like they closed it.
Back up.
It's closed, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You need my.
Yes,
my
Ludo. Would you?
Indeed.
Ludo's going to, like we've been doing this over and over. Just
Yep.
A little casual skip walk over.
Cersei's going to cast Mage Armor on himself as well.
Okay.
And Ludo is going to wiggle his fingers.
Like you're doing magic.
key.
Yeah, the key melts the lock that seems to be filled with cooled metal, and it opens up the door. Moop is startled, but realizes that it's you guys and just stays on the stove
As the door opens, revealing the same storeroom.
Hey, you.
I'll walk through.
His claws are kind of clutched in a defensive
I give
position.
him a wave.
I'll cross.
He waved back, but then seems uncertain as to whether he should have done that.
I'll cross this threshold at the same time with the unseen servant
Okay.
and see if he disappears or not.
Nope. Moop's looking up at you. He clasps his hands, and he reveals a tray. How much wax did you give him?
3 candles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he pulls back. I'm actually not sure what the process of candles in. I imagine it has water, and you can see 3 teacup-sized candles bobbing in water.
Oh, splendid. Quite nice, Boop. Yes.
He does a bow and backs away from them and plucks them out of the water where they were cooling and puts them on a dry cloth.
And your payment, you get to keep 1, I'll keep the other 2.
He looks at the candles and looks up at you.
How's things going down here? Did we miss anything?
Good. Treating yourself all right? Get lonely? You need anything?
Casually.
I'll just start.
He has no mouth. He does not respond.
Good, nothing.
Oh, what was that?
He points at all 3 candles.
Yeah,
Candles are pretty good. I saw those.
Are you taking 2 of them?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Okay, so you just grab 2 random ones.
Yeah.
He waits for a moment. He looks at the 3rd one.
Yeah, it's all you, buddy.
He takes it and he scampers to the top where he tends to hide and probably stows it up there. What are the rest of you doing? All the hatches are closed. All the doors are closed. Even if you left them open, they're closed.
Damn it. I'm going to move in.
Yep.
I'm going to hang out here. Yes, and Tech, of course,
Well,
with me.
puppy dog with you. Manny is going to move in.
Zephyros is going to go over near the door here.
What part are we exploring today? Says Zephyros.
Well, I suppose we owe a favor to that cat.
I think so, yes.
Shall we go up there, maybe poke around the other rooms? Not go all the way up those stairs, mind you. It was quite unnerving at the top or the bottom.
There were a couple of doors in the attic, let's call it.
Yes. Let's head up. Roop, you sure you don't need anything? You're awful quiet today.
He peeks over the side of the edge and looks down at you.
No?
There was this twitch of like he looked cross at the moment of you're awfully quiet. Of course, you made friends with him by intimidating him. Or was that you?
Yeah.
Okay, you were actually gave him something he enjoyed. He responds to the professor.
It's alright, well, if you change your mind, scratch it in a note or something. We'll be around.
Yeah, the professor gave him a candle. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yes.
An evil, horrifying, weird candle.
Head. Pointing. A hat? A hat would look quite fetching. Oh no, not a hat. A brain? You need to be able to think at me psychically, telekinetics, language as well.
Its nostrils flare in excitement as it then it just sort of waits.
Yeah, that certainly would be nice, yes. Fresh out of that spell, though. If you have any scrolls laying around, I can always learn it.
He just seems to deflate slightly.
What about a pen? You ever think about going on manual with it? No? Never learn to write?
Points down at his stuff. All the candle making stuff.
Maybe even make some leather candles? I don't know.
Nope, I don't have time to spend talking to you all day.
Today, alright? If I find the spell, I'll cast it, but until then, you're gonna need to learn to meet me halfway or something.
Moop seems uncertain at the verbal lashing he gave him. He kind of put his claws up to his ears like he didn't like the words.
You don't pout. Well, shall we?
Yes.
Really, I don't know why everyone's so nervous and hesitant today.
Think of all the exploring there is. Come on now.
Okay.
The professor, this is like
End the day,
kid in a candy store. You gave him the gate to one of the hells, the key to one of the hells.
Manny's standing there like ready to attack something, and the professor's just happy-go-lucky.
Exactly.
And the bug isn't paying enough attention to his surrounds. He has not done perimeter searches.
Oh wow! Yeah.
He's just kind of like being a puppy dog to Pharisee.
Let's open it up. I'll go. Sure. I'll go up the stairs and push up with one hand.
Yep, the hatch does open. Tech is following right up your butt.
I'll push it all the way open and head up.
The little skeleton of the cat is still there inside of the circle. There are all sorts of... Why do I have pea soup magic fog?
Outside, I think was.
Oh, right. Yep.
Alright, I'll go over to the Shelsa circle and I'll try and make sure Tech doesn't disturb it.
You dumped an obscuring mist there, didn't you?
No. It was always there. I was never quite sure. I think that was that outside the sky was like that.
Where are we?
Hide from somewhere else.
Yep.
Tech, watch that door.
This door?
Yeah.
Okay, Tech is just sort of looking at the door and looking around at it.
Oh. Damn you unseen servant and your inability to climb.
What do I even keep you around for these days?
Can it not climb up? It's DC 5 to climb a ladder, so it can climb up.
But doesn't it say specifically it can't climb?
It doesn't have a climb speed.
Cannot fly, climb, or even swim, though it can walk on water.
Oh.
It's Dalek Jesus.
What the hell am I supposed to do with you?
Are you leaving it downstairs?
I'll try to do the rope thing where I lower rope, have it hold on to it,
Okay.
and then pull it up since it's really
Sure, yeah, it's really light.
So it has a it's a DC 5.
minus,
hold on.
-4 from its strength.
Mhm.
11.
Okay, you're able to pull the unseen servant up.
And you feel a little bit of weirdness as you cross the threshold of the hatch, almost like you have to guide the spell with you.
But it doesn't disappear when I go through and then it goes through?
Last time you two went through at the same time,
This time.
And this time you're helping it through.
Disappears.
you suspect that if
You went through.
independent of it, it might disappear.
Okay.
Ludo and Manny, are you staying down or are you going up?
No, we're gonna go up.
Okay, and then Zephyrus is make way, and he's also coming up last.
I'll go over with Pharisee and.
Would you like a hand completing this? As much as I hate that cat, I do love a good puzzle.
Yes, I would.
All right.
It's important to get it right. In fact, don't you have a book? The Familiar Grimoire.
Yes, Mockernall.
Has it upstairs?
Maybe we should go and take a quick look at it, because I think perhaps Shelsa might be in the section on magical cats. Perhaps their summoning circle is very specific.
I'll sigh deeply. Yes,
I'll go with you. I'm happy to.
Pretty sure I put it in him
last time, so if you.
I think probably, yes.
Yes. I mean, you can wait here if you like. I'll only be a minute.
No, I'll go with you.
All right.
I appreciate your help in this matter.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Pharisee. It's nice to have a kind
Word.
We'll head back, make the arduous journey.
Who's heading back?
Stay here and watch the door, Tech. The professor
is like literally examining the
professor and Pharisee are headed back up to get the familiar grimoire from Mockernall.
Alright. So the two of you.
In fact, we can look through it up there, and if Shelsa isn't in it, no need, right?
True, very true.
The unseen servant you bring with you?
Oh, yeah. If I don't, he disappears.
He has to.
He can climb. Can't climb, so he just holds onto the rope.
Hangs onto your back. Like
hold on to me.
Luke to your Yoda to your Luke, I think. Yeah.
Another
strength check?
Yeah, it's another strength check for the unseen servant.
It just isn't a very strong thing. DC 5.
Nope. Okay, so it ends up slipping off of the rope and 25 feet down. What's the range of the unseen servant? 30. Range 25 feet for every two. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It actually goes through at the same time as you and falls down. Does it have hit points?
No, it can only take damage from splash spells.
Okay, so it can kind of stupidly drop off of things. It's just if it drops off farther than you, then it will disappear. So then you guide it through the next room, and you guys are heading back up to go see Mockernall. What are the rest of you doing while waiting in the attic?
It sounds like it'll make it up the road.
I think Zephyrus is going to go examine this door over here. Is this a door like the others with a special weird lock?
Yeah. They both have locks that look like they're filled in with solder. And Ludo kind of knows that, or suspects that the key would just be able to do it. Yep. Or you'd have to really force thieves' picks into there, or perhaps cast something else.
Did Zephyrus get a special tool from this room?
I don't think he picked up anything from this room.
He'll search for some crafting tools. Everybody else got one.
Okay.
That seems like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a D5.
look for things, probably for crafting magic arms and armor.
1.
This is a nice set of jeweler's tools, Saphira says.
Should we add that to his character sheet?
I'll add it to his character sheet.
Special jeweler's tools from the attic of the hut of Baba Yaga.
Put an asterisk next to it.
No reason.
Marty smiles mischievously behind his hand. Like no one will notice.
What?
Oh, the hand.
Did the hand go with you, or did you
Yeah,
stay?
the hand go with me.
Alright.
Yeah, you are able to get all the way back up to see Makranam. Malbut is actually in the bathtub when you guys go up there.
No, Malbut, nice to see you relaxing in there.
He just kind of frozen for a bit, looking above the water, looking at all of you.
So still, but
Was the unseen servant able to climb the rope that we were kind of lifting it up with?
Yeah, I got
so you were
14
able to
on
get it
that
into
one.
the hut without it
Disappearing because you go through the door at the same time.
Makranam,
Makranam, you look around for a little bit, you're like,
that basket you think is Makranam, and it ends up being the bucket beside the basket.
Oh, I tricked you.
Oh, you got me
there. Let's see. Makranam.
I moved the basket to where I was last standing, and then I turned into the bucket that I brought from over there, but hid the bucket.
That is quite clever, Makranam.
Oh, Makranam is really good at this game.
Yes.
Where's everyone else? Did they get eaten?
No, not yet. How about the familiar?
What do you mean, not yet?
You know.
Well, there's always a chance, Makran.
Oh, that is so sad.
We don't foresee them, but who knows?
Okay, what do you need?
The familiar grimoire, please.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
Not too much spit this time.
Not so bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'll brush it clean and crack it open.
and you crack open the familiar grimoire, and you guys are gonna sit there and start looking through it.
Yes. We're interested in finding something about Shelsa.
Yes, give me a knowledge arcana check. One could be the pilot, the other one could be the co-pilot.
I think mine is pretty decent.
Mine is 2.
I got 11. What do you got?
Yeah, same.
I'll aid you since
Okay.
you're sort of
D20
running
plus
this show.
13. 22.
Okay. Yeah, so Vladimir was in a section not only about famous familiars, but in particular famous cats.
Yeah.
And cats are quite common as familiars, and you do find, like, in a big list of cats, Shelsa is there. And it actually lists Shelsa is one of the cats of the hut. One of the known cats of the hut.
Okay.
Demon Lord, how's it going?
Nice. One of the cats of the hut. Excellent. Any information about summoning circles for cats?
Yeah, so looking around in that section, and the arcane sigils that you have, this is a little less. You find the exact circle, but a little bit more of you're kind of comparing various circles that people use to summon familiars, and you're trying to find the right sigils.
And you get the sense that somebody has
Woven several sigils into it, and maybe a couple of spells. What was your total arcana roll?
It's 22.
22?
Yeah.
This is a particular spell that is called Ray's Companion, I believe.
Yes, it is a fourth circle
Paladin Ranger 5th Circle Druid spell. It functions as Raise Dead, but only affects animal companions, familiars, or Paladin bonded mount.
Okay.
It also has
The sigils in the circle that, if completed, will give the person who says the final word and traces the final rune
the option
of bonding with the creature that is raised.
How interesting.
Well, I think we've got what we need. Shall we take it back down?
Well, yes, but I suppose it only gives the option of bonding. Does any one of us need a familiar? Does Zephyrus have a familiar? He's
got some sort of ring he fiddles about with.
He's wizardly.
Yes, he arcane bonded an item.
Huh.
Half a mind to do it myself before we found this book, to be honest.
I assume that if I were to bond with a different familiar, I would not be bonded with my present familiar?
Yeah.
Excellent, okay. Good. So I'm not going to do that. And is it safe to say that it is an option not to bond?
Yes, you could just bring the thing back and not say the last word.
Oh, Vladimir, I don't suppose you're looking to have a familiar? You are a familiar, but I don't know how this sort of thing works.
Okay. At that point, he's watching you, but doesn't say anything to you.
No? Cat got your tongue, huh?
We will bring Chelsea back,
He hisses.
but will not dominate her. She won't be bonded to any of us. She'll just be alive again.
Except for the bond of eternal gratitude for saving your life and your girlfriend's life.
Oh, fuck, the professor's gotten up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. That's hilarious. You fucking ungrateful bastards.
Yes. It sounds very good.
I think we'll head back down.
With the book, I think it'll make completing it with
Seems reasonable. Sure.
easier if we have it. Unseen servant and I will jump through the hole at the same time.
And I'll, circle my way down.
Mm-hmm.
And Icky Macer's hand will crawl down, doing weird hand stuff.
Or if I'm feather falling and it's pretty light, could it just ride my shoulder?
It has to hang on. So whether it's hanging onto a rope or hanging onto you,
It's still has to make a strength check.
I mean, not the unseen servant, the familiar.
Your claw and claw could just hang on you.
Okay.
That's no problem.
I seem to have lost an entire folder of tokens.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah. Let's just search for Henry. No items match your search. Professor?
El Professore.
Oh man. If I just had an idea.
What?
If you name your character Martleby, he has to say it. The professor goes down to Wizard City Hall.
What's weird is I was here for that, and I don't get the joke.
I don't know. Martleby.
It's a nickname.
Just like it.
No, it's interesting. Yeah,
Just like
I don't
feel.
I don't not get the joke either. If
It's
that
not
makes
like
any sense.
a good joke.
Yeah.
I just like Martleby. I don't know.
It sounds good.
It does.
It's interesting. It's
The people like it.
People are loving it.
Power to the people, Marty. Power to the people.
Oh, you guys. Alright.
That's where we get that sponsorship.
Martleby.
Martleby's brand goods. What is it? Marbleby sounds like an old leather company.
You saw Sneakers, right? You saw Sneakers, right? Robert Redford. Ben
I might have a long
Kingsley.
time ago. Like, this is an old movie, isn't
Oh,
it?
It is a
God,
pretty
yeah.
old movie.
Oh, such a great movie. Such a great movie. Anyway, the
Marbleby brought that one on somehow.
yeah, well, I said power to the people, Marty. Power to the people, and I was quoting Sneakers because the main character's name is Marty, and Cosmo actually says that to him, but then I realized that also you are Marty, so yeah.
2 strength checks for your unseen servant as you're returning up to the top of the box. Now they were gone for a good half an hour. Did you guys poke around that attic?
First one. Did you guys poke around that attic while they were gone for a while?
I think like a take 20 search of this place would not be crazy.
Okay.
And maybe a thorough kind of identification of the tools that Zephyros got.
Okay. Give me a spellcraft check for Zephyros. I'm assuming he's just using detect magic and not a
Yeah, I don't think he ever memorizes identify.
Zephyros has a.
Spellcraft is 13.
You should do that at some point.
Okay.
His spellcraft is?
13?
Yeah.
This would be +4, so 15 plus 8 is 23. DC 23.
Okay. Is there anyone here who can aid him? I think everyone that can aid him is upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, Tech is going to not. It's going to do it where Tech can't even see him trying.
Can't suck the knowledge out of the room. You rolling that one?
Yeah, but I rolled in the wrong window. 1d20 plus 13.
What was the DC, Marty?
17.
Yeah, he's unable to ascertain the properties of the really nice
Jeweler's tools that he's got.
They're nice, though.
Yep. He'll use them later.
Are we gonna open one of these doors?
Oh, nice.
Tuck seems interested in this one.
I think we should.
Oh, this is what, Manny. This is the half an hour while they were gone.
Is there a lock on that one?
Yeah, it's right here.
Well, looks like curiosity killed this cat. Are we going to, Are we gonna take
It
a
looks
peek?
kind of smaller than.
Why am I? My maps aren't loading.
Didn't Ludo get a cat tattoo?
Yeah. Bet your ass. And it's shitty.
It was like $8.
Right. And then he proceeded to rip his sleeve off, but it was always
Manny pokes to where the tattoo. He knows the tattoo is.
it's still sore. Yeesh. Well, what do you say, gentlemen? Do we take a peek?
I think we should wait for the others to come back. It's wise not to split the party.
But look, we have Tech as he drools.
I am watching the door.
I guess Tech will watch door. That can't be good.
It doesn't take
Never
Zephyros
mind.
long to identify, so he actually is going to move over. Perhaps just a peek, and then we will close the door.
I don't know what to do here.
I will watch the door if you open it.
Very good.
I will watch it open.
Ludo's going to
Yeah.
dramatically open the door and the key every time he's looking.
Alright, the
door opens, the key works, melting the metal in the lock.
I am watching you, Ludo.
You know what? I love these maps. I hate it when they draw things on the map that
Got a gray out.
I gotta gray out.
There's a dead body.
Okay, Ludo. This is area 7. Okay, there is
a chamber
Ah, nice.
just beyond this door.
just to the south. You're looking in, and you can see a weird blue kind of glow coming from the hallway of this chamber. And the hallway goes maybe about 20 feet. And it seems to open up into a much larger room, and there's just this crackling energy, kind of bluish glow
Can I hear
coming
anything?
from the room. We just centered you on. So there's Ludo peeking in through the door, and there's just an empty space. You do see that there are a number of different sized collars and chains and manacles and kind of man catchers and there are piles of them kind of all around, like little cages and big cages. We're just gonna call this a I'll just list off some of the things: cages, manacles, bindings, rope, chains, and we'll make some dark piles representing where all this stuff is. It's kind of pushed up against the sides.
Are we in this hell's version of its junk rooms
right now.
Piles of chains and manacles, like not just a few. There are dozens. You're pretty sure there could be chains and bindings for all occasions and all different sized creatures.
Occasions.
My
Christmas chains. I haven't worn these in years.
More like you need to transport a prisoner versus just tie them up versus.
These are our good Sunday chains, sir.
Alright, fair enough. And just this strange crackling bluish glow coming from down the hallway. You'd have to step into the room to see more.
Ludo's eyes they've become wide, and he kind of looks back at everybody and gives Manny a nod, take a look at this shit.
Tech looks up, down, around. It's clear now that he's looking at the door frame. Primarily.
Does Ludo detect any traps?
Can you detect him from this side of the door?
Yeah, you move perception with your trap
Yeah.
sense.
Or any devices on this door? 27.
Not in particular. There doesn't seem to be anything set up in a way that it would try to ensnare you. Some of the equipment looks really old. Others look well in good condition. Nothing's glowing. Nothing's. It's just like somebody's deposited all this stuff over here over the years.
So it's just Zeph, Tech, and Manny's with us right now, right?
Right.
What is it you see in there?
A lot of chains and shackles and things for restraining.
Are they moving?
Not yet.
Good.
Manny just hucks one of his
stones
into a pile of chains. He knocks some chains off of what looks like a box, and things fall. And
Well, that was certainly loud.
aside from the weird flickering from down the hallway, which does not change in any way, shape, or form.
It's just a constant blue.
No, it's flickering, kind of like a bunch of TV sets are on in the next room.
Perhaps you could sneak.
Like static TV sets are on in the next room,
Right.
kind of thing.
Super, yeah.
See what's that blue globe over there.
Let's go.
Okay, could you maybe have Zephyros put his trunk between the door and the threshold? Just in
I'll
case?
stand at the door.
Very good. Ludo's going to 5-foot step.
Yep.
Wait. And then I'm...
Okay, if there's an ever so slight, shimmering, kind of a reverberating sound.
How high are these piles?
Some of the piles are just piled right to the side of the wall, like 4 feet.
Okay. Ludo's going to stealth.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
26.
Jesus.
Okay, so show me where you're stealthing.
Really low. I was thinking it's gonna go around this pile, depending on how large it was.
Yeah, you would probably avoid the pile because it's got a lot of chains and
So right down the middle.
yeah, or you could go along the edge of the pile, but it's enough that you could sneak in.
Like edge of the pile, as in. Oops! God damn it! This is ridiculous. As in, I end up over here.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We're having a hard time controlling it.
Yeah.
So basically,
Go home, Ludo, you're drunk.
like this, along the edge of the pile.
Sure.
You end up to right here. Okay. You can see into the next room, and you can see what is casting the light. Is that there is a very long hallway, and there seem to be doorways made out of shimmering magic.
Cool. I wonder if this is like the space prison. It's got like laser doors on this prison wall.
For the record, my maps are just showing up as big red blobs, and so whatever I'm moving, now that I look up, I'm like, oh, I was in the very corner of the upper part of that. I don't know why they're not loading.
Sounds really good.
They have for this entire dungeon, so I've been relying on the main screen. Magic doors. Oh, good. Ludo's so good at magic.
You can see that there is a rune on the right side of each of the magic doors, and I can make a little blue dot there to remind us where they are.
Are they the?
I think these are space
The
prison
card
doors.
suits.
Let's make a little blue dot. Oh, solid blue dot. From your vantage point, you can't see through the. There's too much of a glare on the barriers or
Space prison doors? Allegedly.
strange doorways.
Theorized.
Allegedly.
You'd have to venture further into the room to have a look.
Yeah. Press one of those runes to release whatever's trapped in one of these things.
Guess Ludo's going to walk a little bit further.
Okay.
Preferably right there. Even though that doesn't make sense on your map. That's wonderful. There.
There?
Yeah.
Are you peeking in
Corner.
through this one?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a closer inspection of the runes. There is an eye rune that is glowing.
Mhm.
A single circular rune that is glowing, and a circular space where a rune might be, and an indentation that is not. And you can't quite see through the shimmering field.
Interesting. Can I see the one to my right? My actual right?
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be in the same configuration. The eye, which underneath the rune that is, it's like a rune carved in the rock, but then it's also glowing blue and kind of out from it. Like it's projecting the same symbol out from it. And then the weird circle is also projecting, but this one also has the third rune not illuminated.
Okay. Was Ludo seeing a repeat of that amongst these three at the top?
Yes, these three all have the same configuration of runes.
Look back at Manny and give him a shrug.
Okay, Manny moves in. At this point in time, you can hear the professor and Pharisee starting to come back up.
What were you guys doing now? Reading the familiar grimoire to see if
okay.
we can summon this cat.
And you can see that Zephyros is kind of standing in the doorway, and it looks like they've gotten bored and you left them alone.
Oh, is there trouble?
Not yet, says Zephyros.
The professor.
Yeah,
Tell him there's magic doors. He's gonna love this.
there are magic doors over here.
Magic doors, you
Pretty sure if you said magic anything, he'd get excited.
Well,
And a puzzle.
Don't tell him that.
Did I say here puzzle?
Are you pushing your way through?
I'm gonna walk over.
Okay.
Quite this commotion by this door here. Tech, you mind stepping aside for a moment?
Tech, watch door.
Yes, watch the door from over there. Thank you, Tech. Very good.
You can move through friendly squares. Manny's moving up.
What the fuck is this place?
Looks like a magic door farm or something. I don't
We
know.
didn't bring the Macronom Gobbler with us, right?
No.
No. Okay. Good.
well, if I was to take a guess, considering there are all these chains behind us, I would say that these may be some sort of magic prison cells. Perhaps things are led up here and chained, put into these rooms.
Well, Zephyros is definitely gonna walk through that at this point.
I think
Pharisee is going to hang out by the door.
if I was a betting
For
man, I'd say if we toggled these runes here, we might be able to turn off or turn on one of these. I'll step into this passageway and try and look down these other hallways.
Okay. So this middle hall, this hallway that's kind of going northeast, if
Yeah, we know.
map north, basically.
Yeah, if this place obeyed any
Logic.
Reveals a empty hallway with a number of with a doorway at the end, and there seem to be also piles of chains and other things just inside this doorway. Not quite as many.
more chains.
I'm going to draw those. Kind of piled up here. Chains, manacles, bindings, ropes. And these little alcoves are basically just angular to the room. There's nothing in them. Just hard to show with the fog
Yeah.
tools.
Yes.
We'll walk to the end and look down these ones.
Okay. What is everyone else doing while the professor's walking?
Tech, come in with me.
Tech obeys like an obedient puppy. There's another door to the south and west hallway, and there is a spiral staircase and a door on the south east hallway.
Do I recognize the runes? Are they on and off? I can still comprehend languages.
They are.
For a little while.
Yeah, you can give me an int check or a linguistics check. I'll give you a +4 because you have comprehend languages on.
I should have it for just a little bit longer.
I'll be right back. Pharisee's going to sort of study the runes of one of the doors near us.
Did you say +4 for having comprehend languages down?
Yep.
15... 23.
The one that the eye is a symbol for sight or to see. The one that is glowing blue atop the other one is a circular symbol that means secure or security. And the other one that is open means passage or open.
Okay. I'll wander back and say, I have an idea. Step back a little bit out of the field of view. Oh.
Sort of shoo the
Zephyros this way.
Okay.
And
Takes a step back. Ludo?
Ludo will back here.
Yes, Ludo, if you can turn invisible, stand next to me.
Alright, I'm gonna use my vanishing trick.
I will vanish as well.
Okay.
And then I will activate the rune to see, or disable it rather.
Okay, so you touch the top symbol. You notice that there's a shimmer along the magical like barrier that's sort of warbling in front of this doorway, and it doesn't reveal much, but it definitely clears in its vision the secure. You're assuming magic is still up, and you see a room full of this kind of pink mist.
Mm-hmm.
The mist is about waist high for Zephyros. Oh, you think you see something moving in the mist? Oh yeah, there's something moving in the mist, and it comes right up to the edge and swirls by, and it looks like a creature that is some sort of ghostly skeleton dripping blood in the mist. It comes right up to the opening and is looking out.
I will.
The skeleton has very long fangs and horrible looking teeth.
I will press the button to reactivate the vision shield thing.
So the top one, the eye?
Yeah.
Okay, you touch it again and you no longer see the mist or the awful looking creature.
It worked. Quickly, everyone step back again. I want to try another couple.
Okay, so that was at least two. So you cast your thing, you vanish, and then you touch the button, and then you waited and looked, and then you touch the button, and then you move. So it's about 3 rounds have gone by.
I've got 2 more. I guess I'll hold off and just go visible again.
Okay. I think Ludo's vanish is about the same.
Yeah.
But the same ability as the professor's.
What was it?
Well, some sort of awful.
It was a blood ghost.
Yes, blood ghost about something. Yes.
In fact, I'm going to rename them to Blood Ghost.
Blood ghost.
Blood Ghost!
Delightful. Opening up for Necrosnake.
Yeah, blood ghost. I don't know. How did you hear? We figured out what the buttons do. We think.
One of them summoned a blood ghost, or did you open the door, or did you just make it visible?
The top one is like allow you to see through the barrier or not.
Mm-hmm.
When it's on, you can't see through it. The middle one seems to be activate the barrier itself.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's not on is pass through the barrier. Right?
It represents to access or to open.
Mm-hmm. So we just toggled the visual one while we were all, the 3 of us front were invisible to see inside. It's a blood ghost. Well, it's
all 3 of these magic lights, you could tell after playing with it, all interact with the same magical effect. There might be multiple stages of the effect, but you're definitely affecting the flickering blue wavy barriers that are at the entrance ways to
quite interesting.
Pretty sizable rooms.
Fascinating. Luxurious almost. Although, obviously.
The barriers seem to leave no space. They go all the way down to the floor and all the way up to the ceiling and cover. There are no cracks between the barrier and the doorway.
Do we want to see what's in some of the other ones?
Yes.
Perhaps take a step back so it can't see us. I'll check again.
Sure.
Don't think we want these blood ghosts knowing we're here.
Do you want to turn it back off?
What?
The blood ghost? Do you want to turn it off?
Oh yeah, he did.
No,
you guys hit around the corners while Ludo and him turned invisible.
Mm-hmm.
You touched that sigil, it kind of came up and was looking around, and then you touched the sigil again and it disappeared.
Okay.
Like as in the barrier disappeared.
Shall we do it again? No, see if it's the same thing in these two.
You can get a knowledge, religion or knowledge. It was only the professor that saw it. Everyone else is around the corner. I believe it's a religion or dungeoneering.
Do I get anything for being with the hand?
Sure. Plus 2.
22?
Although you can't speak with the hand yet, so no. Like, I don't think I can impart what it is with
20 then?
20. These things are called vampiric mists. Blood Ghost is not far off from it.
I don't know, 10.
Vampiric mists are gaseous and not incorporeal. They feed upon the blood of their victims.
Are they undead creatures or are they gases?
No, they're something. They're not of the natural world. They are aberrations.
Okay. But not undead creatures.
They are not undead.
Well,
Shall I check these two?
Yes.
everyone step back for a moment. Ludo, unless you want to take a gander as well.
I'm gonna save my vanishings.
Alright, I will this time instruct Icky Maester's hand to press the opposite side button.
Nice.
And
Who is hiding and who is Yeah, I need you guys to move your tokens.
I went around the corner.
Okay, Manny went around the corner with you.
Oh,
Zephyros did it as well. I'll do spell recall for vanish, and then I'll end up afterwards. I'll do it again just to have it ready for the next time.
Okay, the crawling claw climbs up onto the side of the wall and it gets ready to push the button.
Yep. Once I'm invisible, we press the see through buttons for a round or whatever.
Both at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, for a brief moment, you can see something attacking the barrier from the other side. It looks like a strange collection of very large snake heads attached to a serpentine body.
Whoa.
They're all attacking the barrier. That seems to shock them a little bit, and they move back, and they're looking, and they're all trying to look over top of each other. While at the same time, on the other side, there is this large spherical creature that seems to be just sort of lying at the far end of the room, kind of deflated a little bit, like a deflated bag. It has a huge mouth full of teeth, and like almost like shark teeth. Its eye stalks with little eyes, but they're all kind of drooping. And give me a heal check.
I got some heal. I got faith healing. You wanted a faith healing check?
It's the same as healing. 10.
Fun fact.
It doesn't seem to be responding to what happened, and you notice that its eyes are really, really milky white.
Ooh.
The eyes on the eye stalks, as well as this gigantic eye symbol in the middle of its face.
We'll, after a round, press the buttons again.
Okay. You're unable to see into those cells. Yes, they are cells. There's no mist in the two cells that you looked into. This does look like some sort of elaborate prison.
Can I do checks to identify these two things?
Yes, the one that you looked at, knowledge dungeoneering, and then a knowledge arcana for the big ass lizard thing with the 5 heads. One of the heads also breathed fire on the door.
Nice. Dungeoneering was 25.
And Arcana, is that what you said the other one was?
Yep.
Arcana was 19.
The 25 is a fearsome and dreaded creature
Yeah, this is a OG D&D creature, right?
called a beholder or an eye tyrant.
Yeah. These guys are
Depending on whether you have the copyright, yes.
They